Hey, Philip, welcome to the Ecom Crew podcast.
Hey, Michael, it's good to meet you.
Great to meet you as well. We're doing this series on aggregators in the FBA space, and really thrilled to have you on. Maybe to get started, it'd be good to just give people a quick intro to who you are and who your company, SellerX, is.
Yeah, absolutely. Very happy to. So my name is Philipp. I'm one of the two co-founders of SellerX. I'm from Germany originally, but spent the last 22 years abroad. Spent 10 years in the UK, finished high school there, went to university there, then started my career at Goldman Sachs in a group that invests the bank's own capital really in interesting opportunities. Did a lot of growth equity investments, a lot of investments in family-owned businesses. That was from 2004 to 2008. And then I moved to the US in 2008 and got an MBA at Harvard Business School. That's where I met my co-founder Malte for the first time. And we had 2 fun years in Boston together. And then I moved down to New York afterwards and lived there from 2010 to 2020 for 10 years. Great 10 years. First built a business in the education sector with another classmate of mine. We started that business really in our living room. We were roommates at the time and had the first few team members come to our living room every day, and then scaled that business relatively quickly to around 200 employees. I was running that for 5 years. My co-founder is still running the business today, but I have spent the last 5 years focusing on Rollups. So looking at fragmented sectors where you can buy lots of smaller businesses and bring them together under one roof. Not just e-commerce businesses, but also other businesses and other spaces, including healthcare services. Basically buying businesses that are family-owned, founder-led, doing anywhere from 1 to 10 million of revenue, and buying them, aggregating them, and putting in place processes, systems, technology to help make them run more efficiently and accelerate the growth. And then in March of last year, I was still living in New York. I went on what I thought would be a 4-day ski trip to Switzerland, and that was the weekend when Trump initiated the travel restrictions from Europe back into the US. So I found myself stranded in Germany for the next few months, and then spent a lot of time with my parents, which was the silver lining for me for COVID, but still felt a little weird being in your late 30s and basically moving back in with your parents. But here we go. That's what I did. And that was around the same time when Malte, my co-founder, was back from Brazil. He spent 10 years after the MBA in Brazil, where he built the leading platform, e-commerce platform for fashion and lifestyle products, a platform called Fiji, the equivalent of Zappos in the US, if you will, or Zolando in Europe. They grew that business from 0 to 3,500 employees, more than $1 billion of sales, and ultimately took it public as well. And he was doing that as chief commercial officer, and subsequent to that, bought a business, became a seller himself on the Brazilian marketplaces, and also bought a beauty business. So he found himself back in Germany. We looked into the e-commerce sector closely and realized that there was a huge potential to build a great business in this space. And also Malte and I, we have very complementary skill sets. Myself more on the sort of investment, finance side of things, and Malte with a deep expertise in e-commerce and operations. So we said, let's give it a shot. And then we're now sort of 13, 14 months later. I guess we're talking here today.
Yeah, here we are. So how many deals have you guys completed so far?
We've done over 30 deals.
Okay.
The first
Very
deal
cool.
we did in October last year.
Okay. So it's been about 11 months or something like that. And so you're doing like 3 a month. You guys are moving right along.
Yeah,
Wow.
It's scaled up. Initially it was 1, and we're now doing a bit more. But yeah, it's
Very
scaled
cool.
up pretty quickly.